2 out of the 3 stories today are female-centric. What the fuck? I think I've gone soft over this weekend. Based on this story, it's gonna stay pretty soft. But this girl is missing. She's from Long Island. Her name is Gabby Petito, and her story takes many twists and turns, and it's very, very weird. I wasn't anticipating covering this, but yeah, there's a lot of holes in here, so let's try to poke them. Gabby Petito went on a cross-country road trip with her fiance, and now her family is seeking the public's help in locating her after she never returned home. Well, the 22-year-old never returned home. Her fiance did, and has since made headlines after he reportedly hired an attorney and refused to work with police. He knows something. He really knows something, okay? Either he did something, which this is the classic hallmarks of, and I'm not willing to just write him off quite yet, or he understands that the court of public opinion's a bitch, and either he just pleads the fifth and goes completely dark on the situation, or he comes out and says something and gets pilloried for it. So I think he took the lesser of two evils on this one. I don't want to say he did anything because they haven't found her yet, and some of the other body cam footage that just got released from the what seems to be the final police interaction, or at least the last time that she was captured on camera, so far leaves a lot to be desired for the first part of that story to really pan out. But here's more of the background. Petito is a 22-year-old Long Island native residing in Northport, Florida, after moving in with her fiance Brian Laundrie 2 years ago. Moved in with her fiance when she was 20 years old. All right, these are all very, very important things. She's known for living an adventurous life with her father, Joe Petito, and describes her as a very, very free spirit. Or very, very free-spirited? Okay. Clothes don't impress her. Cars don't impress her either, and that's why they drove around the country in a panel van. Experiences that was what impressed her, he told the media outlet. Petito is 5'5", 110 pounds, has 2 tattoos, a triangle tattoo on her left arm and a flower, and a Let It Be tattoo written on her right arm. When did she go missing? Well, last seen August 24th, 2021, checking out of a hotel in Laundrie in Salt Lake City, Utah, when Petito's mother, Nicole Schmidt, daddy issues I guess, revealed that she heard from her daughter on August 27th and 30th. She told Fox News she was not sure what it was actually her, and only text messages were exchanged. Get your story straight, bitch. This is important. It was just a text. I did not speak verbally to her, she told the media outlet. I can't say much, but she's no longer in the van. I don't want to say anything more than that, but to the people looking for her, I want them to look for her now and not look for the van anymore. You know something. You're trying to keep something quiet. I don't like this mother, okay? That's, of course, just a gut feeling. Following the unusual circumstances, Schmidt then reported her daughter missing September 11th, 11 days after her final communication. All right. According to the family, they were last in contact with her the last week of August, prior to the last communications by a fucking editor. Petito is believed to have been in the Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. From Florida, and they're driving. Okay, that's a weird place to stop. The police department said in a press release the couple left for their cross-country adventure on July 2nd from Blue Point, New York. They were scheduled to reach Portland, so they went down to and to visit a family friend for Halloween. You leave July 2nd, and you need to be there by Halloween? How slow are you driving? Are you pushing that fucking van? However, Laundrie has since returned home without her, and is still unclear when he actually made the trip back. It's like drowning with your hands tied behind your back, Petito's dad said of his daughter's disappearance. You can't describe it, there's nothing you can do, you can't control anything. Yeah, that's a bitch. That's a bitch right there. Not the daughter, this situation fucking sucks. I feel really bad for the father, but there's stuff you can do, come on now. But that's the background information. So what do we know? Okay. So accurate at time of recording. Florida police. Why would Florida have something to do with what's happening in Wyoming? Anyways, Florida police say no evidence of criminality in disappearance. All right. So this takes another turn. Florida cops investigating the mysterious disappearance of Long Island native Gabby Petito said Thursday that there is no evidence that a crime was committed. So hopefully she's still out there and alive. That's good, right? That is good. Right now, we are investigating a missing persons case, Northport Police Chief Todd Garrison said at a press conference. Asked if there was any criminality, Garrison answered not at this time. Yeah, because they really don't have any fucking evidence of anything right now. At this time, it's a missing person case, he said again, just reiterating for posterity's sake. Petito, 22, was reported missing on Saturday, 10 days after her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, returned to their Florida home in her white 2012 Ford Transit van without her. So what's the deal there? Because he's not cooperating with anyone. Laundrie has since lawyered up and has refused to speak to investigators, was identified this week as a person of interest in her disappearance. They were driving across country. He came back with her van. No her. I would think he'd be a person of interest, but I ain't no cop, though. Significantly less body weight. And I don't look like I'm fucking going through a transition. Ain't that a bitch? 2 people went on the trip, 1 person returned. Very good. I hope you're a detective, Garrison said at the Thursday press briefing, and that the person that returned isn't providing us any information. That's why there's no charges laid so far. So what do we know? Okay. Utah cops release chilling body cam footage. Again, this is where there's more holes in this story than a block of Swiss cheese. Of a missing woman, Beau, in a domestic incident call. Her fiance, you fucking sensationalist cunts. Police body cam footage has been released of officers speaking to Gabby Petito and her boyfriend. Somebody looks a lot more worse for wear than the other. I'm just saying, okay? The Moab City Police Department on Thursday released an hour-long footage of their interaction. I will not be playing that for you. With the couple, they pulled over in their white van outside Arches National Park in Moab on August 12th. That's a long fucking time ago. In the footage obtained by ABC7, Petito sobbed as she spoke to the officer. Remember when I said you need to remember that she was a free spirit and she didn't care about anything? I have really bad OCD. Where did that come from? I was why would you take a fucking van trip, something that you have no control over whatsoever, allow him to drive? Why on fucking earth do you think that would be a plausible excuse? But hey, petite blonde girl, I can get away with anything, right? I was apologizing to him saying, I'm sorry, I'm so mean. Again, me, whatever. Just wait for the kicker as to why the cops were called anyways. We've been fighting all morning and he wouldn't let me in the car before he told me I needed to calm down. Didn't drive away or anything, right? The officer let Petito sit in a squad car and going back to speak to Laundrie. Just gets worked up sometimes. I try to distance myself from her. I locked the car, Laundrie told the officer. I said, let's just take a breather. She had her phone. I was trying to push her away and she said, let's just take a step back, he said, adding that Petito hit him with her phone. Okay, so far this guy's been assaulted and he's missing a fiance. So I guess he's kind of 1 for 2 so far. Laundrie also told officers Petito had grabbed the wheel of their van to make him pull over as the police were following them. Okay, either she's hyper paranoid and confuses that with a self-diagnosis of really bad OCD, guys, totally believe me. Or is this dude deaf or retarded? If the police are following him, why isn't he pulling over? More questions, no answers. He sure looked happy in that picture, though. Not in that one, though. According to a police report, neither Petito nor Laundrie called 911 to the report of the domestic incident. Interesting. Officer did not file any criminal charges and classified the incident as a mental/emotional health break. Like, listen, I gotta get out of here. These people are crazy. Instead of a domestic assault. Why? If a dude threw a phone at a bitch, he'd be getting fucking some nice steel handcuffs and a fucking one-way trip to the fucking clink. But no, it's all fine. It's all cool. Police said the couple agreed to spend the night separately instead of charges being filed. Oh, good. They reached an agreement. A fucking roadside acted as a courtroom in that instance. Petito was reported missing September 11th and going more than a week without contacting her family. That is still the case right now. And hopefully they get in contact with her, because I don't want to see anybody dead. Obviously not. But the fact that he's totally clammed up, Laundrie in this one, and nobody's been able to get a hold of her, It's been a week. It's been, what, 19 days since I've heard from her? This isn't looking very good, but we'll see where this goes. I might give you guys an update, or if there is one. I hope there is one. This is a weird situation. It's been making a lot of headlines lately. Maybe because it's about a cute blonde girl. I don't really know. But thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.